Hello everybody and welcome to Simulate Gaming, and welcome, finally, I get to show you guys cattle and crops. Now, just a little heads up, a lot of people have been saying the game has been released. That is not true. This is not the game, guys. This is the tech demo, so it's just a little thing that the guys over at Cattle and Crops have put together to show you all the tech behind Cattle and Crops. So this is not to be reflected on the final game. This is literally just to show you how things work, etc, etc. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So we're at the info menu right now. It says, welcome to Cattle and Crops dev map. So this is not the map either, guys. This is not the map that's going to be coming with the game. This is literally just a quick map that they've made to test all the variant different things. So after a long time, our team has increased tremendously thanks to you and all the other supporters. Together with you and your feedback, we want to develop Cattle and Crops further and turn it into a very special experience. We still have a long way to go with lots of innovation and improvements with features and content. But right here and right now, we hope you enjoy the very first tech demo impressions of Cattle and Crops. We're looking forward to your response and your feedback. www.cattleandcrops.com, and you can tell us in our forums which things stood out for you, which bothered you, and of course what you liked. We also have a built-in bug report system. If the game crashes, please use it and send us all the relevant bug data. So, moving on, we've got quest. The first quest begins automatically with the start of our game. After you have finished the cultivating quest, your score will be transferred onto the online high score list. We'll be published this list in 2 or 3 days. The online transmission is completely optional and can be deactivated. We've got the standard controls there. You can remap your own controls if you want, but the standard WASD. Tab is to tab through vehicles. Hold left control to activate cab control and UI handling. I'm going to check out in a minute. Open vehicle menu is F1. Now, when it said that, when I pressed F1 when I last tested out this, it actually brought out the store. So we'll see if they fix that. A mission overview could be opened in the top left corner. So that's the basic little info window there. So we'll go ahead and press OK. And we are in the game eventually. Or was it crashed? Oh no, we're in. So this is the test world of Cattle and Crops. As you can see, it's looking pretty tremendous here. So I'm actually getting about 60 FPS currently in this area, but it's a tech demo, so I'm expecting FPS drops at some point. So our first job is to find the tractor, but before we do that, as you can see, this game is third person. So you can walk around like this, or you can press C to go into first person like so. What a worst. So this is obviously the sausage shop they released on Facebook ages ago. There is traffic. As you can see, there's a car coming down here. Can you zoom in? No, not yet. Oh, there's another car there. It looks like we've got a BMW here. Nice, nice. But anyway, let's go find the tractor. So this is our test farm, if you want. So we've got a huge silo, or it might be a storage tank over there. This looks like the animal shed here. Not sure if this is cows or whatever just yet. This is the thing you may have saw in the trailer with the cat running through it, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen this thing at night time, so night time is going to be cool to look at. So around here, we have some storage areas. These are signs. What do these say? No idea. You guys can tell me. I'm assuming it says no naked flames or something like that. Looks like we have a power box there. Is that a light switch? No. Let's quickly check out these sheds over here. Once again, this is not the map. This is just the test map, so I'm not really going to go into too much detail. But here we have our first tractor of Cattle and Crops. This is the class Arion 513. As you can see, it's looking pretty cool. Our first job is obviously to get this cultivator. I believe this is a cockling. Is it? I'm assuming it is because it's blue. It doesn't really say, but I think it might be a cockling. Oh yeah, it is. I can see the K logo there. So this is a cockling. I hope I'm saying that correctly. If not, it just sounds really weird. So we're going to jump into the tractor. So we go up to the tractor and we press E to get in, as you'd expect. But apparently there is animations to get in. I haven't found them just yet because I'm an idiot. But before we go ahead and jump into that, I just want to show you guys the tech stuff. So everything's grayed out as per now. We can also switch maps, which is interesting. UI settings. But for now, we're going to go to settings, which is the only one we've got. We've got all the graphics settings here. I got mine in 1080. Frame rate sync. I got it turned off for now. I may put it on in a minute. Anti-aliasing quality, 2 samples. I don't really want to play around with all this. So this one, which one? This one here. Vegetation render distance. I turned this one up just a tiny bit, and I started getting about 7 FPS. So I'm going to leave it for now. That is the one you want to avoid if you can, until they optimize it. Everything else you can play around with if you want. I'm going to leave it as it is for now. Got all the other advanced effects here. Motion blur is turned off as well because it makes me feel sick. I've got all the bump mapping and glow and boom and stuff, and wheel tracks, all that good stuff is turned on. And the sound, pretty standard stuff. We've got the master volume, we've got the sound effects, we've got the engine. It was just a completely separate one, which is good to know. Indoor volume, which is what you get when you sat inside the tractor, and of course music. Reverb effects, that's like an echo. Voice chat, obviously there's no voice chat just yet. Radio, there is a radio, it's not turned on just yet. As you can see up in the top corner there, it says radio unavailable, so we're not going to bother with that just yet. Gameplay. Now, physics realism, you do actually get the option to change this later on. At the moment, it's automatically set to medium whilst they give you the tutorial. Vehicle multiplier, not really sure what that is. I think that might be traffic, and yeah, it is. So this is traffic and pedestrians. I'm going to leave them at 1 right now, but once it's optimized, I'll probably crank it all up to make the world feel really lived in. Collision level is full. Language is set to US, or you can have German, I believe. Yes, German. Send mission stats to Cat and Crops, turn it off if you want to be completely anonymous. Automatic gear, you can have shuttle mode if you want, or automatic. I'll leave it on automatic for now. Gear change gears must be changed for driving backwards. I'm going to turn that on. Why not? Gas limiter, not really sure that is just yet. I'll look into that. Auto engine start. That's obviously the ignition button. Realism, wheel simulation, also handbrake, and drive while engineing starting. So I'm going to let it crank over properly. Always useful, throttle by default. We'll leave that for now. And finally, we have controls. Now, to use this game properly, I believe you need to remap this, but it wouldn't let me do it. So, where is it? Release mouse. Let's see if we can do... Oh, it did work this time. So, release mouse, we are going to be needing that. With that said... we're going to jump into the tractor. Now, can we open the door? That is the question with the new mouse release thing. Yes, we can. Okay. So with that button we just mapped out, we can drive up to the door, or walk up to the door and press that, which will open the door. Everything else is done from inside. So we'll quickly jump into the cab right here. We'll get this door closed down like so. So we've got everything else here. So we've got the steering wheel tilt. Like so. That's raise and lower, of course. Do that one there. Come on. What's happened? I think I broke it. I think I broke the tractor already. There's windscreen wipers if it starts to rain. Come on. Why won't you work? Have I got to hold you? Okay, I think I've broken the tractor. I think I've actually broken the tractor already. Okay, I think I've broken the tractor. Fantastic. We do have these options on the side, though. These here, guys, this is... See at the bottom, we've got like a hotbar here, like you'd get in Minecraft or whatever. Oh, those wipers, shut up. No, that's faster. Stop! Okay, that's not literally doing anything. But anyway, we have this hotbar here. So you can actually have a hotbar in this game, which is great. So we've got front hydraulic arms, we've got left door. So I use this one for an example. If we drag this down to slot 1, which is not going to work, fantastic. Slot 1, there we go. So now if I press number 1 on my keyboard, I'll let go of the mouse release there. So if I press number 1 on the keyboard, you see the door now open. So you can completely make your own hotbar if you do desire. What's this one here? So that's the hitch at the back. We've got open schools skylight. Do we have it on this tractor? No, we do not have it on this tractor. What's that one there? Close it soft top. Once again, we don't have that just yet. Rear 3-point hitch. So what we'll do real quick is we'll plop this one onto... Oh, it takes a while to get used to. I don't actually know what the point is, so where? Now, number 2 should be lower 3-point hitch. Let's go ahead and try that real quick. Well, actually, it's raising it, but you get what the idea. So yeah, you completely make your own hotbar, which is really, really cool. But I think you guys are getting fed up with me jabbering on now, so let's go ahead and actually start up the tractor. Now, I believe there's an ignition. Yes, there is. Go ahead and turn that on. And she comes alive. We get all the animations and stuff. Guys, this is literally like nothing else. I think we can change the screens. Yes, we can. So we've got the Cat logo there. Well, that's actually the door, not the screen. Okay, the screen must be coming later. I'm pretty sure I saw them changing the screen on the previous video. Okay, so it looks like I'm having issues of reversing stuff, like undoing stuff at the moment. So luckily we do have this little hotbar we can use to close the door right now. So let's go ahead and plop that onto slot 3. There we go, we'll do that. So as you see, this noise does change regardless. So what I actually wanted to do real quick is get the steering wheel column done, because I've gone ahead and broke that already. Not sure how you undo things, that's the problem. I tried right-clicking and it didn't do anything, so I'll have to look into that. And maybe you guys already know. So let's go ahead and do 4 and 5 to do the column here. Nope, I actually broken the steering wheel. There we go, it sort of glitched forward then. So I managed to break it already. So what we're going to do is pull the tractor forward here. We're going to try and line ourselves up with the cultivator. Can we actually open the rear window? I think we can. It's not working. Oh, there it is. There we go. So let's go ahead and reverse up to here. We'll try and line the 3-point up as best as we can here. Like so. Stop. Okay. I think the handbrake might be automatic on this thing, so we'll quickly have a look here. I don't even know what the handbrake is. We do have some other options here. What's this? This here is start engine. Why is the start engine under there? Maybe it is in real life. I have no idea. Once again, I've never actually been in a class, so I couldn't possibly tell you. Let's go ahead and jump out a minute. Now, in the trailer, we all saw, it looks like you can actually use these buttons at the back. So, actually... Okay, so it looks like the manual touch is coming soon. It looks like they haven't actually put it into this particular tech demo, so this must be an older tech demo. But eventually, you will be able to completely manual touch stuff with these buttons here on the back. But like I said, unfortunately, that's not here just yet. So, we're going to go ahead and do it the old school way, and we're just going to go ahead and close that door real quick. Press Q to get that hooked up like so, and now we finally have our cultivator all linked up. So let's go ahead and close this window if we can. It's just changing the sound. There we go. Right, so that is that. I've got to head and unfold it by accident there. So let's go ahead and drive over to this field right in front of us. It's a bit loud in my earphones. I'm not sure how much FPS we're getting. It seems like we're getting a little bit of drops, but nothing to worry about. Nothing to write home about, that's for sure. So we'll go ahead and pull up to this marker here. We'll go ahead and get the cultivator unfolded here. It says on the side, yes, this is a Cockling. Good, I like that brand. Let's go ahead, drive forward. Now, as you can see, the wheels are digging into the ground, guys. We actually do have a proper ground deformation now. So if I drive back, you can see exactly where the wheels have been. In fact, I'll just jump out and have a look at this. As you see, actual terrain deformation here. So you see exactly where the wheels have been. It also works with tools and stuff as well when you run the tools through. Let's go ahead and drive forward here. Stop right at the edge. We'll drop the cultivator down. And we'll go, I think. I think we're ready to go. Right, we're away. We are away. We are cultivating, guys, on cattle and crops. Never thought I'd see the day, but we are. So we have some sort of like GPS line here, although we're miles off. I don't know how to activate the GPS. We're just going to do it manually. Why not? We'll just do it manually. I'm going to get in line, though, which is sort of made the thing a bit... Like, it's not a straight line because I had to follow this, but we'll do our best. So we do actually have to do this whole field. We're sticking to the speed... Well, not speed limit, but you can turn currently speed limits off, so you can cultivate a field at like 40 miles an hour if you want. Personally, that's not something I like to do, but turn your tractor 180 degrees right. Okay. So that's what we're doing in the next pass here. Not sure why it keeps wanting me to do this. Go down the same pass, it looks like it's making me do. But we'll do it anyway. Let's go ahead and drive us up here. Once again, this is not the final game, guys. This is only a tech demo. So this... Why has it done that? I thought that was going to happen. Looks like we've just also messed up our cultivator. We'll have to go back over that pass in a minute because now we have our tyre marks there. As you can see, it's not limited to a 45-degree angle. It's completely 360 degrees. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Put it into speed limit. So as you can see, I was doing it at like top speed, but I've gone ahead and set the cruise control now so we can do it at a much more realistic speed here. So in cab, you see it's all working as we'd expect. You can line the GPS line up. I'm not using GPS itself, but we are using them as like a loose guide here. I've sort of gone off. Oh no, I haven't gone. That's actually pretty straight. It's the other line that's off. Let's go ahead and stop that about here. We'll lift her up and we'll carry on. So we have to do 60% of this. It looks like currently we can only cultivate, but it's basically just showing us the way the ground motion works and stuff like that, or the ground deformation. How have I opened the door? Let's close that with the new hotbar. Really am a fan of the hotbar. So it also works by implements. So as you can see, that top section there, what we've been getting the window and stuff from, or the doors, sorry, that is the class Arion. It says so at the top. I don't know if it's coming out on video. It's quite dark grey and small, but it says class Arion there. Underneath that, we've got small... self-made weight, so if the weight has any options, you can obviously put them on your hotbar. And underneath that is the cockling, which I'm assuming is just unfold and lower, so you can put them onto your hotbar if you want. Now, it'll be interesting to see if this game will work with the Satec side panel. I don't see why not, because it's just a controller. But that is one thing I am really looking forward to getting working with this game when it's done properly. Let's go ahead and lift that up. So I'm getting good-ish FPS now. The graphics, like I showed you earlier, aren't maxed out. And I don't think I'd go any higher just yet. Like I said, the game isn't optimized just yet. But if you do want to see my computer specs, they will be in the description box. I've quite a good computer, so if you have a similar sort of computer to me, then you'll be fine with this game. If you've got a lower-end computer, for now, we might want to turn the graphics down. Of course, there's a lot of shadows and stuff, and good, what do you call it, foliage. Why are you going so slow? So whilst we do this, let's take a look at the rest of the hood. So at the top there, we have... that's the time. It looks like we can accelerate time and stuff from the top there. We have the task menu bar thing up the top. I've missed a bit there. Oh, that's awkward. I was too busy looking around. So that's the goals up the top left there. I don't know if that's going to be in the final game. Maybe that's just for the missions and stuff, but we'll soon find out. Underneath that, we have the map. Now, one thing you will notice is the fields aren't actually showing up just yet. They're just black voids. Maybe they'll fix that, or maybe that's just what it's going to be like in the game. I'm assuming it's going to show different stages, hopefully. So, like, it'll show up one colour if it's fertilised, it'll show up one colour if it's ploughed, it'll show up one colour if it's cultivated. I'm hoping that's the case. It's not doing it just yet. Got user actions there on the right-hand side of the screen. At top right, we have the radial, which, as I said earlier, isn't available just yet. And then we have the hotbar at the bottom, which I've already showed you guys. And then finally, the bottom right corner, you can see we have a actual working speedometer, tachometer, whatever you want to call it. So we've got the RPMs on the bottom there. We have the speed at the top, which is in kilometers an hour. Hopefully you can change that to miles per hour in the final game. Looks like we've got the ignition switch there. That's only obviously going to work if you have the manual ignition on, which he showed you in the options earlier. Let's have a look here. So we've got digital display. It also looks like we've got indicators. Not sure how to use the indicators just yet. I'll quickly look at them in a minute. We've got the fuel capacity there, fuel level, current fuel level there. So we have 42% left in the tank. 220 litres of fuel there. We've got our hours. Let's lift that up. So we've got our work hours there. So today we've used this apparently 2 hours and 43 minutes. Of course, this is game time, not real time. Total is 37 hours on this particular tractor. Like I said, ignition there. Looks like we've got the parking brake icon next to that. I'm going to try all these in a minute once we go ahead and finish this. Now, it does give you the option to finish 100%, but we're just going to do the 60% so we can take a little drive around. What else do we have at the bottom there? So it looks like we've got lights, full beams, work lights, four-wheel drive, beacon lights. I don't know if beacon lights is the home button. No, it's not. Speed, what do you call that? Speedometer. What we're talking about? Cruise control, and also the horn is also a button. Not sure what the horn is. No, I have no idea. We'll have a look at the controls in a minute. But we're getting quite into the shadows right here, so we're going to go on this side a minute, just so we're in the sunlight and we can show off the beauty of this game. One thing I have noticed about the game is there's not much in terms of reflections. Hopefully one day they'll add like reflections to the tractors and stuff. Got BMW watching us. Move on, nothing to see here. Let's go ahead and head down this path. Go! Head down this pass here. Looks like we need some diff locks to help us get through here. Tractor's struggling a little bit. I'm not sure how to turn on the diff locks. That's the problem. There we go. We've found some grip. That wheel's going mega fast compared to this side here. Looks like this one's sort of just spinning in the air. And we're stuck. We'll have to full throttle this one now. There we go. Are we done yet? Okay, yeah, we've done the 60%. We've done a horrible job of that, but that'll do for now. So we can carry on doing it 100% if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and complete this mission here. Congratulations, mission complete. Tutorial 1, cultivate, progress, blah, blah, blah. Send it to the thing. I'm not going to because that was just a test run. It took me 7 minutes to do 60%. Progress is 92. That's a long number. Do they really need that? I don't know. So now it looks like we're just on free roam. Oh no, we can skip missions. Okay, let's skip missions to... No, that's time! I just broke it. I broke it. And we're getting horrible FPS. Okay. I can't stop this. I've broken the game. If I just reach that... Oh. Click. Jeez. Okay, we managed to do it. It looks like we have some ICT on the outside as well. What's this? Front hydraulic position. Oh. Not sure what that was. But let's go ahead and get this fold up. We'll take a little drive around. Okay. So, actually, let's have a look at the rest of this. What's on here? So what's that? This is for the cockling, but it doesn't say what it is. Extra. Okay, this is literally just a fold. So we can have that on the hotbar as well if you want. So if I make this random number here, we'll put it on slot. We'll put it on slot number 8. So now keypad, not keypad 8, sorry, number 8 will be the fold button, which you don't really need because X does the same thing. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of the controls real quick, just so we can actually show you what everything does. So controls. Let's go ahead and look at vehicle. So we've got extrude collapse, rotate is R. We don't know what that is just yet. Use, obviously, to unload the trailers. Quick slot, this is all the hotbars. That's called quick slots, not hotbars on this game. Handbrake, there's no handbrake mapped out. So let's go ahead and what should we make the handbrake? We'll make the handbrake. Right, okay, so let's try out the hazard lights first of all. As you can see, they do light up on the speedometer down in the bottom right corner, so they're working as you'd expect. They're indicators. Didn't see beacons. I forgot to map out beacons. We'll have a look at beacons in a minute. So there's that. We can also have the indicators, as you'd expect. So handbrake, I made spacebar. Let's see if it has a noise. No noise, but it is kind of lighting up. That could do with being brighter on the speedometer. We also have an ignition now, so let's go ahead and try that. Oh, wow. So not only does the ignition work, if we zoom right in on Blokey here, who's freakily animated. Oh, no, he's just doing his own thing. He's changing gear and stuff. But let's see if he actually turns the ignition. Okay, no, he doesn't. I just timed that right. I thought he was actually playing with the ignition then, but it looks like he's changing gear, possibly. Right, let's go ahead and jump back into the cab here. Oh, gosh. Okay, so the ignition hotkey does not work with the actual interior, which is freaky. So we'll use this for now to get this working. Right, so okay, my next test is to do the same thing again that we just did with the HUD, but to see if it actually works on the inside. But to do that, I appear to have broken the tractor, so we've just got out and tried to restart this. So we'll go ahead and turn ignition. Yeah, she's alive. Kind of. The screen's still broken, but that's fine. So, do the indicators show up on the dashboard? Handbrake does. You can see the handbrake there is now on. Now it's off. Can't find the indicators. Maybe they're not actually on the dashboard. Maybe someone who uses the class in real life knows it. Oh, the hazard lights are actually blinking now, as you can see there. On that little red, but can I zoom in? There we go. There's the hazard lights. So they're basically where they would be in real life. So there's the indicators there. Are they flashing up anywhere? Doesn't look like it, but it looks like that might be the case in real life, because not actually a hole for them. But anyway, enough playing around. Let's go ahead and go for a little drive, shall we? I'm going to do it in... Whoa, we got lots of different camera views. That's interesting. So we got this little weird camera view here. First person. Oh no, that wasn't a real camera view. That was just me zoomed in. There we go. Cat and the Crops tech demo. I'm actually getting pretty good FPS. I'm seeing if there's any crop destruction here. It doesn't look like there is in this particular demo, at least for the grass. We'll go for a little drive, shall we? Through here. Now, I still haven't found the beacon lights. I'm not sure how to turn the beacon lights on here. Is it B? No. Let's see if we can find beacon lights. Right, I think I found it. I think it's called Light Around. What are you doing, Mr. B&W? Move out the way. Okay, they are actually on. They don't really showing up. You can see the beacon effect, but there's not actually a proper visualization on the tractor just yet. But you can see that the beacon is working once you get in pretty close there. Got the effect. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off to save up on some memory. That seems to be pretty bad FPS drop at the moment. Hopefully they fix that. What is wrong with the traffic? Am I driving on the wrong side? We are in Germany, right? No idea. Let's go find a random field then, I suppose. Looks like the only thing we can do is cultivate on this tech demo, which is absolutely... What is going on with the traffic? Looks like they're trying to play chicken with me. There's a field. Should we do this field? No, actually, I'm going to destroy this field. I'm not going to cultivate, I'm just going to destroy it so we can actually check out the terrain destruction here. So we'll go ahead and do some donuts or something. Look at that. We've lost control of it. Right, let's go ahead and see if we can get deeper into this now. Back and forward. So there we go. This is what I want to show you. So we're not restricted to 45-degree angles in this game. It's completely, what would you call it? Completely dynamic to what you're doing in real life. So I've done like a weird little tribal pattern here. We'll jump out and we'll have a look. So as you can see, finally, guys, we have an actual real-life train defamation thing here, which is looking pretty good. Now, if you do this, of course, you can cultivate it out as well. It's a shame we can't change the weather. I'd like to see this tractor get stuck. So we... Alright, now this may break the game, But I'm going to see what it looks like at night time. Just go ahead and forward wind a little bit here. We'll go to night time. That should do nicely. Hopefully you can still see what's going on. Now is the light test. This is where previous farming games have failed. Let's go ahead and jump into here. The interior is actually not on, which is worrying. I seem to have broken the tractor. Actually physically broken the tractor. This button here is what we need. But, okay, there we go. There's the lights and stuff. But they go out again. Not sure what's going on there. Let's go ahead and... That's the work lights there. Let's see if we can find the normal lights. Maybe there's an IC in here for them. Don't really know. That is the headlights there. We can turn all 3 stages on there. I'm assuming that's what it's like in real life on the class. Let's go ahead and turn all 3 on here. Now, can I lower that front weight? That's the rear. That's the rear. I don't think we can lower that. The front weight. That's worrying. I want to lower the front weight, but never mind. So has this actually worked in the interior? It has. Okay, so we've still somehow lost the screens and stuff. That's a bug. I'll report back to Cattle and Crops. So when you use the what do you call it? The key binding to turn on the engine, it looks like it actually breaks the interior if you try and use the ignition as well. So now we're getting really bad FPS. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, is this going to fix itself? I think so. So this is what the tractor looks like at night time. If we go back out to the exterior here, I'm actually getting really, really bad FPS. Oh, there we go. Whatever it was, it's fixed itself. So I'll go ahead and turn the indicators on. See, do they give off light? I don't know if they give off light or not. But whenever I face this way, we're getting quite bad FPS. There's the work lights on top of that as well. Let's go ahead and switch down to stage 1. So that looks like just the running lights, maybe. That looks like the road lights. We're getting bad FPS again. And they're full beam. So that looks like the normal running lights is there. Let's try the beacons once again. You can see them a bit better at night time. So they are definitely working, as you can see. The closer you get in, the brighter they are. Like so. And you zoom out, they sort of get invisible. But that's basically it at night time. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward back to the daytime again because as you guys can see a bit better. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Right, so with that said, I'm going to head back over to this field and carry on doing some cultivating. So this is a really, really quick video, guys, at the first ever tech demo for Cattle and Crops. I can't believe we finally get to play it and test it out. Let's go ahead and see if we can start lowering this again. We're stuck. You can't work this field. We own this field. I think I've broken the game so much that it no longer lets me work. So I've completely broken this game somehow by pressing every single thing. We've broken the front weight there. I've just broken the game, basically. That's the long and short of it. Can we actually lower the front hitch? That's what seems to be wrong with the front here. Make sure it's the right one. Steering console, that is. So, yep, I've completely broken this game. Once again, guys, this is a tech demo. This is not the game at all. This is literally just showing all the tech behind it. So, thank you very, very much for joining me in this episode. Well, thank you very much for joining me in this first look at Cattle and Crops. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is available to, well, if you backed the game. So if you backed the game on Kickstarter, you can now play this tech demo yourself. So thank you very much for joining me. If you did enjoy, please tap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more for myself. We'll be back with more Cattle and Crops very, very soon. So thank you once again. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.